Arcade1Up here, and this is just a quick video showing you how to use our lighted marquees on the new Gen 3 cabinets. Alright, so we'll go ahead and talk through this Gen 3 cabinet here. You can see it's a Marvel superheroes. The Ninja Turtle would work the same way. We've updated our design for the marquee, so now it has the holes required for the Gen 3 or any of the previous cabinets. So the same design will work for any of them. We'll talk through some of those changes as we go through it. What I'm going to do first here, I'm just going to take out the top two screws out of each side so I can open up the cabinet a little bit. And so I'm going to take out those 4 screws and we'll keep going from there. Okay, so I've removed these top 4 screws. So what that allows me to do is just pull the cabinet far enough apart that I can pull out the marquee. Make sure and disconnect the speakers before you do that. So you can see that'll just come right out. I also have full access to this panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run my lights up across this panel. And then we'll talk a little bit about some of the changes between this and the previous generation here in a second. Okay, so you can see I ran the light strip around. These are super bright LEDs, so this will light it up. It's towards the front. You can see how it's on the inside. So if that was the back facing that way, it's right up there almost against it. This is 1/2-inch plex, so you can get that really close and you're not going to see hot spots. I also left a little bit of slack here, so that way there's plenty of room to easily get to my splitter. So that's ran. That'll brighten it up nice. Then the next thing you'll notice is when you put the cabinet together originally, there's this little bracket right here that connects the marquee to the speaker panel. So all you're going to do is just go ahead and remove that. And so there's a couple options here. And I've done it to where our marquee has these 2 holes for this bracket. I guess I'll show that first before I take it off. But so as that comes out, the new one here has the holes for the wood dowels that are in there. So these wood dowels, so this will go. I have it set up to where those are fairly tight, just so it gives it kind of a nicer connection there, but you can see how that goes. There's also these 2 holes in the middle. That's for the bracket itself. So you could re-screw in that bracket if you wanted to. To me, all that's going to do is create a shadow on this side from your lights potentially, and it's really not needed the way that the screws go into the side. So me personally, I'm just going to remove that bracket. I might remove these holes at some point, but if I remove them, there's going to be guys that say, why didn't you cut for the bracket? And then if they're there, you know, vice versa. It's hard to win with everyone, but for now they're there, so you can choose to use them or not use them. So that's all we'll need for that. So you can see again, that's just going to go together like that. And then it'll screw back into the side with the new screws that we provide. So I've got the board prepped, I got these 2 ready, and we'll go ahead and put them back in the cabinet. Okay, so let's talk through the best way to do this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put this H panel back in. So since this cabinet's still loose, that goes in fairly easily there. Now to make this a little simpler on me, I want this kind of tight where that board's exactly where I want. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in the bottom screw on both sides. So I'll go ahead and screw in right here and right there. I'm going to leave this top one undone so I still have a little bit of give to get the new marquee in. But this will just kind of hold that board to keep it exactly how I want. So I'm going to do that now and move on. Okay, so now that the speaker's in there on the H panel, so what we're going to do here is we have the 2 wood dowels sticking out. We're going to work those into the 2 outside here. You can see that, of course, there's the groove like we've done before that'll go over the H panel here, so that'll fit nice and tight. It comes with 2 new screws for the sides of the plex, so that way it'll hold everything together. The easiest way to do this is to kind of apply a little pressure from the side so it kind of holds together. Work in the 1 wood dowel on one side, hold it up, work in the other, and then pull the cabinet in kind of tight so everything's where you want, and then just push back. And when you do, that's going to fit exactly how you want. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the screw into the one side here. Right there, you can see how that pulled nice and tight. I'll put the screw in on the other side. We'll turn it around, put the Y splitter in, and that's it. This is a really quick process, and you'll see in a minute. It just makes your cabinet look so much better. Okay, so public service announcement. When you do screw in those side screws into the plex, do not over tighten them because you could screw it out. Just screw it in to where it hits and it's tight, and don't go past that, and you'll be all good. So you can see here I took my audio cable, went ahead and plugged it back in. I have my light cable here. This is going to come again with the Y adapter. So I'm just going to plug my Y adapter into here. You will unplug where you put in power into your machine and plug the Y adapter into there. and then add your power. And you'll probably be able to see this, but the light lit up. Yeah, you can see it a little bit. The light lit up. So that's it. We'll turn it around, take a quick look at it, real quick, painless and easy. Okay, so there it is. You can see it's lit up there. The light plays a little bit back into the camera. It looks awesome in person, but it should look pretty good on the camera too. The one other thing I want to talk about is a switch. A lot of guys are wanting to switch for these. We'll probably have them posted on the website pretty soon, but if not, I'll put a link in the description to Amazon. It's a couple dollars for a switch that you can put in line for the 12 volt, that you can switch it on and switch it off. Pass out the way this connects up is if there's power running in the machine, it'll be lit up. If there's power not running in the machine, it won't be lit up. So that's a super cheap and easy fix if you do want an independent switch for this. We have tons of graphics on the website, hundreds of them. You can send us pictures and say this is the one I want. Of course, we have all the stock ones that you can just swap out, so it looks exactly like it did before, but now it just lights up. We have a ton of great mods coming. There's something I'm really excited about that we'll be posting soon, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any ideas for mods, send those into the website and we'll evaluate those. We have tons of machinery and space at our disposal. Again, the big pitch for Arcade1Up is that we do everything in-house. We're not waiting on any third-party stuff for printing or cutting plex or assembly or any of that kind of stuff. So we can get this stuff turned around quickly. Most stuff ships the same day or within a day or two, no matter how busy that we are, even with the holidays here. So visit Arcade1Up.com, subscribe to the channel, and make sure and like the video.